Amid the rhythmic pounding of stone chisels, the plain of jars comes alive with laborers crafting the monolithic vessels. Dust dances in the air, and the chief's voice booms, declaring the jars as the bridge between the living and the spirits. In the moonlit expanse of the plain, Nock and Sombath hide behind the towering jars, their whispered promises of love carried by the gentle night breeze, their forbidden connection concealed beneath the ancient stone. A warrior's envious glare reflects in the polished surface of a jar. Hidden in the shadows, he watches the lovers, his heart filled with malice as he plans their undoing. Torchlight flickers in the council chamber as elders argue over tradition and love. Kun Chung's stoic figure looms, his silence more foreboding than the fiery debates around him. The lovers, shackled and surrounded by villagers, are led to the jars. Their voices rise in protest, but the chants of the curse drown them out as the crimson moon illuminates the tragic ritual. The imposing figure of Kun Chung issuing a curse, his arms raised toward the sky, while Nock and Sombath stand defiant but heartbroken, mist swirling around the jars. The once fertile land surrounding the jars turns barren, the villagers watching helplessly as their homes and crops succumb to the vengeance of the restless spirits. Amid swirling smoke, an ancient shaman emerges in a vision, his voice trembling with prophecy. The curse must be met with an equal sacrifice, or it will consume all. Mai kneels beside a partially buried jar, her hand brushing against an artifact. A rush of images floods her mind, revealing a love so profound it transcends time itself. In her dreams, Mai relives the haunting ritual, the chants reverberating in her chest as Nock and Sombath's spirits cry out, their spectral forms bound to the stone for eternity. At twilight, Nock and Sombath's apparitions appear again, reaching for one another across the misty plain, their sorrowful eyes pleading with Mai to break their curse. May pores over ancient scrolls, her hands trembling as she uncovers the shaman's warning. The truth of Kun Chung's torment strikes her like a thunderclap. Kun Chung's ghost appears to Mai, his weathered face full of regret. "I thought I was saving them," he says, his voice a faint echo. "Help me make it right." Mai's dreams become terrifyingly vivid as the jars trap her in an endless loop of sorrow, her cries mingling with those of the doomed lovers. In a climactic ritual, Mai stands at the center of the jars, her voice breaking as she recites the ancient incantation, her heart beating in sync with the glowing vessels. The plain erupts in light as the jars pulse with energy. Nock and Sombath embrace for the first time in centuries, their joy dissolving the curse into shimmering sparks. The barren landscape transforms, the jars now radiant symbols of peace. Flowers bloom at their bases as villagers return, sensing the spirit's release. May documents her findings, her words capturing the pain, love, and redemption entwined with the jars. "These stones hold more than history. They hold humanity's soul," she writes. As Nock and Sombath vanish into the afterlife, the jars emit a final golden glow. Their love, once shackled, now radiates as an eternal beacon of hope. The jars stand silent, yet visitors swear they can hear faint whispers in the wind. "Balance," the voices murmur, reminding all who pass that love and sacrifice are forever entwined.